Today, August 28, 2020, on his official Facebook page, Dr. Cho Ayaba delivered an impactful message to the people of Ambazonia. His address comes on the eve of a massive TTOF mobilization campaign that is being launched by the AGOVC for the great state of Mizam. He writes, "My fellow Ambazonians. Our war of liberation remains strong in all its facets. Our strategy will not change. They will be intensified and escalated. The Country Sunday on Mondays will continue thanks to the support of our people. It is a day of defiance, collective rejection of occupation and a reminder of the sacrifices of those killed and in jail. Our forces will enforce any induced violations orchestrated by the occupier. Our liberation diplomatic approach has been based on a deep understanding of the international system and the attitude of actors. The principal actor is BIA. BIA's principal strategy is to make the conflict a domestic issue that can be dealt with by his army, parliament, bribery, infiltrators, and propagandists. Our counter-strategy has been to internationalize and reject at inception any domestic internal charades and made a mockery of their international diplomatic strategies. We have also shown BIA that on this side, we don't blink. We have rejected any international process deemed cosmetic and designed to survive Yaoundé. This has won us respect and admiration and shown our foes and friends that we know what we want and how to get it. My fellow people. Our strategy of crippling Cameroon's economy to weaken its fighting spirit and generate unrest in Cameroun is gaining steam. Cameroun is bankrupt. It is trying to borrow money, but its credit rating is very bad. Its production capacity is down. Its collaterals like Sonara, CDC, timber and others have been severely damaged. Its attempt to cancel $116 billion of debt has failed. They can't pay workers. Projects like building bridges and other infrastructural projects cannot be completed. Economic sabotage must intensify. All businesses must stop paying taxes and our soldiers will ensure that this happens. Our forces have become more lethal. The Ambazonia Defense Forces and its sister forces operate across the entire territory. They control their areas, work with our population, provide services and fight the occupier. What is the mission of our forces? Replace the army of occupation as the legitimate forces of the land. Defend and protect our land, our people and to act as the temporal administrators of the land. They have mastered the strategy of the occupier and have developed sophisticated counter-occupation strategies that delegitimizes the occupier, increase their cost. Cameroun has lost control. It is now angry and acts like a real occupier. It can no longer pretend. The language of occupation makes a mockery of their bilingualism commission. They have now increased their massacres and terrorism on our population. Their strategies have collapsed, and this is exactly where work to push them to. A place of desperation, chaos, and economic collapse. Finally, we have exposed and humiliated the pretenders. They can no longer pretend. We must even be bolder, more defiant and fight them even harder. Our civilian population must fight their invading trucks. Block the roads, firebomb them, rise anytime they drive into your block. It is a people's fight. It is a people's sacrifice, and the people will own the outcome. Signed, Dr. Cho Ayaba, Friday, August 28, 2020.